All right, let's try this video again. I wasn't able to do it through Studio somehow. It just recorded a blank background. So I'm going to use the Zoom recorder here, and I'm going to share my syllabus, which I have changed and adapted the whole thing. That's why it took me quite a long time. I changed the language to make it more inviting throughout the whole syllabus and more welcoming. And I can definitely put a PDF up on that. And I've also started here in the beginning right away, and I went, also I added on picture and this sort of format that I liked the way that the person did it that we looked at. I forgot her name, sorry about that. But I go right into an online class being difficult, a little or challenging because we use different technology. We're not having to drive now we got to get our brain onto the computer, and so that comes up with some challenges on Canvas or internet as well, and I'll indicate that we'll have resources for all of that. But I also go right into it and talk about that Canvas is very flexible and lets you work it from a mobile device, from a computer device, lets you access material in different formats, the way that I made the class as well, different structures, different writing or video or so forth, pictures, visuals. And then also that we offer different ways to give in the work, to put the activities in. And then also I talk about the challenge that we need to be aware of our timing, and we need to be planning well. And I make an activity out of that in the first week that I copied from you guys' course here, because I thought that was really great. And then I go into the course description. I talk a little bit more detailed of how the Canvas is structured internally, just to give them an idea that when they open it the first time, it's not brand new to them. And I talk to them about how we process the material a little bit and so forth. I give them a couple of examples of how, or what activities sort of we have. There's more of them, but I sort of give them a little idea of what they're looking at. And then I talk briefly about myself, give them ideas of how to get in touch with me with text, email, or Zoom tutorials, or Zoom tutoring type of things. We have diversity. I talk more about the inclusivity as a title versus diversity and bias. I put them together like that. And first talk about the diversity, and that we're really fortunate to have such a diverse climate or such a diverse amount of people here, that it's really a rich environment. However, that means that we have to be very respectful of each other, and then we go into the biases a little bit. And I took some of that language over, reworded it a little bit, but I thought that was excellent the way she did that. And then the online etiquette, I actually have an activity that I do in the first week where they actually have to give me an affirmative statement on that they've looked through the etiquette, but I bring it up here as well. And I also took over those tips for the Zoom communication that I really liked that the previous professor had up. And then here we get to the student resources. We have merit level resources on the student services, then Alameda County-based resources that they can also call, and then technology support on the Chromebook lending program, the internet, low-cost internet, and then how to get access to Canvas, how to get the mobile access to Canvas, and then how support and actually that's also Canvas support, but then here is also a link to the chat. So they can chat 24/7. These are more tutorials, videos, and so forth. And then here we have a link to the library, a link to the tutorial center, and then a link to disability services for merit. And then then after that, we get into the regular portion, the other portions of the syllabus that I've also reworded. And I have a few more mistakes to fix there, but it's getting better and better, I think, or I hope at least. Grading and so forth. All right, so I think that's a good. Hopefully that's all we need for this activity. Thank you for listening.